Hi everyone. Welcome to the lesson on, on Hexagram by the Deftones. Thanks for suggesting that I do this. Well, that's quite a YouTube-y thing to say, isn't it? Anyway, there you go. That's kind of how it works. It's quite a YouTube lesson. So here's a lesson on Hexagram. I'll move straight through it because I want to try and keep this short because I don't want to bore you guys. This song is cool. It's a really nice piece of music. It's got some really great harmony in it, some fantastic rhythm. Really enjoyed listening to it. But it's tricky. It's not particularly easy. So I'm just going to unpack a few things because that's what I'm doing here. That's just what we're doing. Right. Okay, as I say, let's get straight into it. This track has lots and lots of time signature changes, and the way I've interpreted it is like this. Okay, so I'll clap through the exercise, and then I'll play it with the track, and hopefully that can make sense. You need to move between 9, 8, so 9 quavers, 1 bar, 2 bars of 6 quavers, 1 bar of 9 quavers again, 1 bar of 3, and then 2 more of 6. And that's the basic verse kind of feel. And then there's a chorus which is in 4/4 or 8/8, which is complicated. I've just realized there's a problem on my chart. I've written the rhythm incorrectly, which is 1, typical of me, and 2, not acceptable. So I'll change that before I show you all the chart again. Okay, so here we go. So from the top, I'll count through and I'll clap, and hopefully this will make sense. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the verse. Don't take my word for it. Listen to the Deftones. Okay, I'll explain the chords after this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more bars of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we get into the chorus. Okay, so I hope that makes some sense. It should do at this point. Right, what are the chords? Here they are. There's 4 of them in this section. The first one is D flat major 7. Whoa, hang on, I thought you said this was rock. That sounds like jazz. No, it sounds like D flat major 7. Okay, so D flat, A flat, F natural, and C natural there. If you don't have a 7 string in C standard, now you've got the information that you need. Lots and lots of guys on YouTube saying that they can't say what the chords in this track are because they don't know. And they can't work these things out. Somebody's like, well, I can play it as long as I've got a 7 string in C standard. But what if you don't have a 7 string in C standard? The great thing about doing it in this way is this system can, you can play it on any instrument. I appreciate it's preferable to have a 7 string guitar to play this, but there we go. D flat major 7, D flat, A flat, that's a perfect 5th, F natural, C natural, it's another perfect 5th. And it's such an overdriven sound, you could add all sorts of things into the chord, it would still sound great. You could add all of those notes, it would just sound really thick and fat, but they basically play like that. The next chord is like B flat 5, except if you keep that C in there, you get a kind of sus2 feel, which I really like, not least because it sounds like the first two chords of Everlong by Foo Fighters. That's not necessarily why I like it, I just really like that sound. But there you go, so that's B flat 5 or B flat sus2. The third chord is F minor 6, which is F, C, A flat, and D flat. D flat is the flat 6 of F. It's F minor scale. So there's F minor 6, which is, say it again, F, C, F doubled on the F there, A flat and D flat, and then the final chord there is this one, which is again doesn't sound out of place in lots of different musical styles. Let's describe that as G flat major 7 sus2. Okay, so here are the notes, and then I'll explain what it means. G flat, D flat, F natural, A flat, D flat. Okay, the G flat is the 1. The D flat, both of them are the 5. So that's like G flat 5 or a power chord. Yeah. The F natural is the major 7. And the A flat is the sus2. Which might want to go to that B flat there, which would be the 3, which would make it major. But we've got that sus sound. Right, so I'll just try and play the intro, and hopefully the rhythm works and the chords work too. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously, guitar sounds pretty crummy on keyboard. I'm not doing it justice whatsoever. But there we go. Right, now, time to teach you a concept. Quaver equals quaver. This is a really important thing for you to understand as we move into the chorus, which is fast and tricky and really kind of riff-based, well, entirely riff-based. So rhythm becomes really important. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we move into, from that we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you can hear and see, of course, how that emphasis can change, but the tempo and the quaver pulse can stay the same. So I didn't talk over that because I just want you to hear that, okay? The riff goes like this. Or something pretty similar to that. Okay, so it's tricky. That is written out on the chart, and I'll get into some of the complexity of that rhythm. But the most important thing that you'll need to understand about that is that the quaver pulse stays the same, and then it moves from 6/8 into 4/4 or 8/8. My preference is to call it 4/4. Good, and that sounds then like this. I think I stopped the tape just before we got there. Cool, I got that wrong. Good. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. The chords there are, so there's a riff between B flat 5 and A flat 5. It goes up to a C flat. It's B flat. So there's a turn on the B flat. Appreciate that. Sounds really dodgy on the keyboard. Sounds great on guitar. So you do that bar in 4/4 4 times, but then you get something which is really tricky, which is that you get a bar of 6/8 again, but with 4 evenly spaced notes. Okay, and that's hard. And so here is where the lesson on this track kind of culminates with this mess that you can see here. I'll try and illuminate what this is. Okay, 6 quavers. So how did we get here? Okay, so 6/8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, and I need to divide 6 evenly into 4, which is difficult to do, certainly off the top of your head. Right, so how can we go about doing that? Well, we need to find something that fits within 6, 8, but divides nicely into 4. So let's take the most obvious step, which is to double up. So if we take 12, which is moving between quavers and then into semiquavers, so 6 quavers, 12 semiquavers or 12 16th notes, we can divide 12 really nicely into 4 lots of 3. And so I've beamed that up like that, and that makes sense. And then those 3 individual notes, rather than all sounding, they could be kind of condensed down into 4 longer notes, which would be dotted quavers. Now, that rhythm there looks really complicated because you've got 4 dotted quavers in 6/8, but it's not really. You've just divided the 12 semiquavers of 6/8 into 4, and you get 3 per dotted quaver. If I just demonstrate what this means a bit more clearly, okay, so you've got 1 quaver like that, which equals 2 of those semiquavers. You remember in the previous video about rhythm I talked about dotting a quaver is like adding 50% more. Okay, 50% of that quaver is 1 of those. Therefore, if I add 1, I get 3. And that makes good sense. And so that's how you do it. And this rhythm repeats in this track many times. In the second chorus, it repeats 4 times. And I think it's the most difficult thing. And if you guys were to be playing this, I can imagine some of you first years in particular playing this in workshop. The thing that I would probably feed back on is whether you kept the pulse really, really clear and really strong between these changes of sections. So instead of going here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And that's kind of how it works. The notes there are F flat, E flat. These are all power chords. C flat and D flat. There are 2 more power chords on G flat 5 and D flat 5, and then that's really it. It's got an A B form. So verse, chorus, and then verse out. So A B A form, and that's really it. I hope this was useful and makes sense. To close, a couple of thoughts. If you don't like it being unpacked in this way, I think that's too bad. I think it really, really helps. I have learned more about this style of music and the track itself. I know lots about that now, and that feels really, really good for my learning. So hopefully it does for you. If you're coming at this from the perspective of it's better to just hit and hope and not do it and just try, I think that puts you too far in the realms of luck. Like, what is to be lost by learning it and working this stuff out? Do the Deftones understand this music in this way? It doesn't matter. That's a question which is not particularly important. They are the Deftones. They don't have to consider that because they find themselves in that situation. I'm not advocating understanding it at the expense of anything, nor am I saying that I think it's good to not be able to understand it. It is good to be able to understand it, but if you can do it without understanding it, fine. That's also fine. So cool. There's some information about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it useful, and keep these suggestions coming. And at the very least, great voicing of D flat 7, which you didn't think you'd find in the Deftones, but there we go. And the G flat chord as well. G flat, major 7 sus 2. Wonderful voicing. Okay, so thanks very much to Lewis Smith for suggesting this one, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, ciao. Thanks.